Alright, so I need to make a video about something that has really been bothering me and just getting to me. And it is about comparing myself and just comparing myself and not feeling good enough to other trans guys. Mostly it has to do with like body stuff. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like most of what I see of trans men, and I'm not even going to bring race into this, but mostly it's white people. But most of the trans men that I see are like really, they have kind of the same body type, and it's like thin and in shape or skinny and like ripped and athletic and whatever, and like flat stomachs and, you know, muscular arms and all this stuff. And you know, if you look at Tumblr, which I'm on all the fucking time, like I'm obsessed with Tumblr. It's my life, which is really embarrassing. Like, I have 600 followers, and I mean, that's not a lot to some people, but it's like a lot to me. And like, I don't know, it sounds stupid, but like, I don't know, my followers, like, they matter to me. Like, I post a lot of stuff, and I post a lot of personal things about my life and about my transition and stuff like that. And like, I'm constantly like supporting other trans people and reblogging pictures and researching and all this stuff. And there are like trans people that I like follow like religiously that I will like look at their pages, and I'm not going to name any names because it really doesn't matter. But there is this one person specifically that I follow, that I'm just, it's jealousy more than anything, that I just am comparing myself constantly to him, that I'm just like, why don't I look like you? And I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not manly enough because I look the way that I do. I feel like I'm not manly enough because I still have my hips, because I have chubby arms, because my face is really round, because of all these things, and because of these men, and this guy in particular has kind of achieved this male ideal of what society says is attractive and what a guy should be. And then me, on the other hand, I've got some chunk to me. And society says, male or female, that that's not really acceptable and that's not attractive and that's not this or that. And especially as a guy, that that's not really not acceptable, but where I carry my weight, that that's certainly more of a feminine thing. So it's just really frustrating, and especially as someone that has struggled with an eating disorder for the past like 12 years and disordered eating habits and just fluctuated between different eating disorders, it's like really tough to just constantly see these different men and like be comparing myself to them. And I still struggle with my weight, and I still struggle with disordered eating habits and body image issues and stuff like that. And I just feel like I'm never gonna be good enough, and I'm never gonna have like the right body to like look how I want to look. And it's just like really frustrating, because it's like, you don't have to be skinny to be a guy. You don't have to be muscular to be a guy. And I'm not saying that there aren't trans men that are bigger, because there are. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, for me specifically, like, it's something that I'm really struggling with, to like get out of this ideal that I have to look a certain way, because it's not healthy and it's not fair. So it's just like, it's kind of a shitty situation that I'm in, and I don't really know what to do about it. I don't know if I should like unfollow this person, because it's not really healthy for me to be like constantly looking at their body and saying, well, why don't I look like that? You know? I don't know. It's just like, it's not really, it's more damaging than it is good. Like, I'm very happy for this person that their transition is going well, but it's also like more of like a damaging thing right now, because it's just like, you know, it's like motivation, like, you know, like, put down the Mountain Dew, Rylan, and like pick up a dumbbell. Like, you know, like work on some things and get to where you want to be. But I just feel like there's a very specific body type that most trans guys have, and that there's this very specific like ideal that like we're expected to attain to be men, and it's not really necessarily realistic, I don't think, anyway, and it's just like kind of frustrating. So I'm dealing with that, and maybe I'm not alone. Maybe I am. I don't know. But it's just something that's been on my mind lately. So yeah.